The US government banned the most powerful AI ever built, then handed it to a secret list of 100 companies. Who are they? Nobody's saying. And that silence might matter more than the model itself. On June 26th, US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick sent a letter to Anthropic. 2 sentences changed the AI industry forever. Mythos 5, banned June 12th, forced offline globally, blocked even for Anthropic's own foreign national employees, is now back. For roughly 100 hand-picked US companies and federal agencies, nobody else. The letter doesn't name them. The criteria are unpublished. The velvet rope exists, and you're on the wrong side of it. 3 weeks ago, Anthropic launched 2 models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. Fable 5 was groundbreaking, the first time Anthropic had ever released a frontier tier model to the general public. Mythos 5 was something else entirely. A 1 million token context window, built specifically for cybersecurity vulnerability discovery, biodefense screening, and drug design. Within days, government officials were briefed on a specific jailbreak. Feed Mythos a codebase, ask it to find bugs. Researchers found this could bypass Fable 5's safety guardrails and unlock Mythos 5's full capabilities. But instead of waiting for a patch, the Commerce Department did something unprecedented. On June 12th, they invoked national security export controls, the same legal framework used to restrict semiconductor chips, and applied it to a software AI model for the first time in history. Anthropic had no way to filter users by nationality across its global customer base. Therefore, they pulled the plug on both models for everyone. The biggest public AI launch of the year became a ghost. And now we have a partial ghost. Mythos 5 is back, but only behind a velvet rope managed by Howard Lutnick. Fable 5, the model you were using, remains completely offline with zero public timeline for return. Here is the editorial reality no one is saying loud enough. The US government just built a 2-tier AI system from scratch in 2 weeks. Tier 1, 100 vetted American organizations, critical infrastructure operators, Fortune 500 firms, federal agencies, getting the most powerful cybersecurity AI ever released. Tier 2, everyone else, including you. Including every European ally now furious about being locked out of tools they were actively integrating into their pipelines. And Lutnick's letter makes it worse. He explicitly reserves the right to reevaluate and adjust who gets access at any time. The list is secret. The rope can move. Compare this to the chip export controls on NVIDIA H100s to China. That took years to design. Congress was involved. There were public comment periods. The AI equivalent got drafted in 2 weeks of back-channel negotiations between one company and one cabinet secretary. No Senate hearing, no public criteria, no appeals process. The precedent is now set. The Commerce Department can yank any frontier AI model from the market at any time, hand it to a secret list, and tell the public they'll get around to them eventually. So what should you actually do? Because this is not theoretical. If you were building anything on Claude Fable 5, this affects your production systems right now. If you were building on Fable 5, your RAG pipelines, your agentic systems, your production workflows, start hedging now. This is not a drill. OpenAI GPT 5.6 launched the same day with its own government-gated access regime, but they have a broader partner rollout planned for coming weeks. That's a more optimistic timeline than Fable 5's unclear. If you're running enterprise infrastructure and you're not on Anthropic's approved list, this is a legitimate procurement risk. Model availability is now a geopolitical variable. Build for model agnosticism. Abstract your inference calls. Don't let any single provider become a single point of regulatory failure. And watch for Anthropic's lawsuit. They sued the Trump administration to reverse the Pentagon's supply chain risk designation. That litigation is still active. However that case resolves will define whether any AI lab can tell the government no. That's not a small question. Back to where we started. The most powerful AI in existence is back online, and you're still not allowed to use it. That hasn't changed. What has changed is we now know this isn't a bug. It's the feature. The US government just decided it's in the business of picking who gets to build with cutting-edge AI. And they did it without asking you. Like it or not, the era of open access frontier AI might already be over. The question mark is becoming a period. If you want to know the moment the next model gets yanked, banned, gated, or quietly nerfed, subscribe.